Good morning and a warm welcome to your show, Sunny Mornings in San Diego. We're the daily podcast that gets you started on the right foot and always with a positive vibe. I'm your host, Melissa, and it's Thursday, January 18th. You'll be interested to know. Today is Winnie the Pooh Day. Pooh Bear and all his friends were created by A.A. Milne in 1926. Noted for its humor, simplicity, and insightful observations of human behavior, the book is enhanced by E.H. Shepard's illustrations, making it a timeless classic for all. So now go grab yourself a pot of honey and get comfortable to take in the rest of today's podcast. Let's check out the weather in the San Diego area. This morning, it's partly cloudy and 52 degrees with 100% humidity. Tonight, the sun will set at 5:08 p.m., and it will rise again tomorrow at 6:49 a.m. It looks like we're in for some clouds today, then gradually becoming mostly sunny with a high near 67. Light and variable wind becoming west 5 to 10 mile per hour in the afternoon. Tonight, increasing clouds with a low around 51. Northwest wind around 5 mile per hour becoming calm. And now, the surf report. On Thursday, a new west and west-northwest swell brings bigger waves, hitting chest to shoulder high, and even head high in some areas. Mornings start with light wind, turning to west-northwest onshore by midday. Looking ahead to the weekend, expect head-high surf, with standout breaks potentially larger from the South Pacific swell. Stay tuned for more updates as things are changing quickly. In Pacific Beach and South San Diego, it's looking 3 to 5 feet and clean in the morning. The afternoon looks choppy. Size comes down a little for Friday. The first low tide Thursday will be 1.5 foot at 10 a.m. with a 3-foot high tide at 4 p.m. The nearshore buoy at Scripps in La Jolla reads 59 degrees for the water temperature. Looking ahead in the weather, we'll see cloudy skies this weekend with daytime highs around 65 degrees and nighttime lows in the mid-50s. Expect a chance of rain Saturday afternoon and likely rain by Sunday night. And now a greeting from our sponsor. Bonjour, food enthusiasts. This podcast is brought to you by Versailles Cafe and Pastries in Encinitas. Nestled on El Camino Real South, just north of Encinitas Boulevard, this cafe is a haven for culinary delights. Indulge in the divine experience of their amazing Eggs Benedict or their gluten-free crepes. You can grab a panini for lunch or just breeze on through to get your morning coffee. They are open every day from 8 to 5. So stop on by and don't forget to tell them Sunny sent you. In top news, in Brazoria County, Texas, residents are challenging a plan by Charles River Laboratories to house up to 43,000 monkeys for biomedical research. This $12 billion firm purchased over 500 acres in the county, alarming locals who value their solitude. Concerns range from noise and property values to potential disease spread and environmental impact. Despite the vital role of primates in medical research, the community's pushback has been strong. Charles River, facing opposition, is reconsidering its plans, now proposing a smaller facility with under 10,000 monkeys. This situation underscores the complex balance between scientific advancement and community concerns. Wow, that's a lot of monkeys. Now, let's talk science. Today, SpaceX is set to launch the Ax-3 mission for Axiom Space. This historic event, featuring the Falcon 9 rocket and Dragon spacecraft Freedom, will occur at 4:49 p.m. Eastern Standard Time from Kennedy Space Center. The mission, led by former NASA astronaut Michael Lopez Alegria and including 3 other astronauts, is scheduled for at least a 2-week stay at the International Space Station. Viewers can watch the launch live on space.com, starting from 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or through other streaming platforms provided by SpaceX and Axiom Space. And in business news, U.S. stocks experienced a downturn on Wednesday, indicating a continued rough start to January. The Dow Jones Industrial Average dropped 0.3%, the S&P 500 declined 0.7%, and the Nasdaq Composite fell about 1%. This downward trend is partly due to investor skepticism about early and frequent interest rate cuts in 2024, a sentiment echoed by ECB President Christine Lagarde and Federal Reserve Governor Chris Waller. Adding to the market's woes, disappointing GDP data from China raised concerns about its economic growth, negatively impacting oil prices. However, U.S. retail sales in December showed a positive trend, growing about 0.5%, which was higher than economists predicted. In crypto, Bitcoin is hovering at $42,700. Ethereum is at $2,500. And Solana is up a bit to 102. Now on to sports. In the NBA last night, the Lakers at home beat the Mavericks 127-110. Their next game is Friday at home, playing the Nets. In national hockey, tonight, the Kings are at home against the Predators. Moving on to a more local vibe. In our community spotlight on health and wellness, we are working with a national Pilates studio in your area to bring you some free classes, so listen up. Check out Club Pilates with several locations in North and South County, San Diego. Pilates presents a comprehensive wellness approach, cultivating strength, reducing tension, and elevating mental well-being. Scientific research affirms its benefits, connecting Pilates to enhanced core strength, improved flexibility, and better posture. It's a well-supported avenue for physical and mental health in just a few dedicated sessions. So now you can check out Club Pilates for a free class. With locations in Encinitas, Solana Beach, Oceanside, La Jolla, and more, be sure to tell them Sunny Mornings sent you by. And now back to the show. And in local news, Breeze Airways is set to enhance air travel from San Diego International Airport with 5 new direct routes starting April 30th. These destinations include Cincinnati, Ohio, Jacksonville, Florida, Norfolk, Virginia, Raleigh-Durham, North Carolina, and Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, marking the first time these routes are offered from San Diego. Additionally, Breeze will provide daily one-stop, no plane change flights to Providence, Rhode Island, and Hartford, Connecticut. Fares for these new nonstop flights start as low as $129 one way. Breeze also announced a special offer of 35% off on round-trip base fares for travel between January 15th and May 22nd. The new routes will be serviced by the Airbus A220 and A300 aircraft, featuring various seating options, including recliner seats and extra legroom. And in entertainment news, Arnold Schwarzenegger, the well-known Hollywood star and former California governor, faced a 3-hour detention at Munich airport on his way to Austria. The issue arose because Schwarzenegger had not declared a luxury watch he was wearing. Despite his attempts to pay the required taxes at the airport, technical difficulties with the credit card machine led to delays. Eventually, a functioning machine was provided. Customs officials indicated that while Schwarzenegger might continue his journey, the watch, a custom piece from Swiss watchmaker Audemars Piguet, might be retained. Well, alrighty folks, it's time for the quote of the day. And today's quote comes from Arnold himself. The Terminator says, "Strength does not come from winning. Your struggles develop your strengths. When you go through hardships and decide not to surrender, that is strength." And that's a wrap for this morning. Remember to stay tuned tomorrow for more news and updates. Have an amazing day, my good friends. Whether you're heading to work, an event, or just enjoying the day, stay safe and enjoy yourself to the fullest. We'll be back tomorrow with another Sunny Mornings podcast. Thanks for tuning in.